Hello and welcome, I'm Maven, also known as the Grant Maven. If you're a UK charity, CIC or community group looking for clear, simple guidance on how to win funding, you're in the right place. Grab a cup of tea, sit back, and let's talk through how you can secure awards for all funding, one of the most accessible but misunderstood grants available in the UK. And if at any point you feel, I need help with this, don't worry, you can contact me directly at grantmaven03@gmail.com or visit thegrantmaven.com for personalised support. What Awards for All really wants? Let's start with something many organisations don't realise. Awards for All isn't just about your ID, it's about the difference your idea will make. Before a single pound is approved, they ask themselves, will this project genuinely help people feel less isolated? Will it improve well-being? Will it give people new skills or bring them together? As you listen, think about your own project and ask yourself, what change will people experience if our project gets funded? Hold that in mind, it's going to guide everything you write. Who you support? Now let's talk about the heart of your application, your community. Tell the story of the real people you support. Is it families facing hardship? Asylum seekers? Elders dealing with loneliness? Young people needing a safe space? Picture them in your mind right now. Those faces, those stories, that's what funders want to understand. You're not writing to impress a machine. You're speaking to real people who care about real lives. Evidence OF need. Evidence doesn't have to be complicated. You don't need a 40-page report. Awards for All want simple, real-world proof. Think about the increase in people attending your sessions, the long waiting lists, the parents who tell you they're struggling, the older people who rely on you for companionship. If you've delivered services before, you already have evidence, you just need to explain it clearly. Let's talk about the voice of your community. One of the most powerful things you can include is community voice. Share what your participants actually say to you. Maybe someone told you, this project is the only thing that gets me out of the house. Or, I've never had a place where I feel safe and understood. These small sentences are huge proof of need. When you include lived experience, your application immediately feels more human and funders respond to that. In this section, we will talk about activities that actually make sense. Remember this. Activities are not the outcomes. Activities are simply what you plan to do. Be very clear. What will you deliver? How often? How many sessions? Who will run them? How many people will take part? Keep it simple and realistic, you don't need to promise the world. The next thing to consider are your outcomes. This is where so many charities struggle, but I'll make it easy for you. A strong outcome answers this question. What change will people experience because of this project? Here are some examples you can adapt. People will feel less isolated and more connected. Parents will gain confidence and skills. Young people will feel safer and more supported. Refugees will feel more integrated and confident using services. Simple. Clear. Human. Why now? Funders need to understand urgency. Why does this matter today? Maybe demand has increased. Maybe cost of living pressures are rising. Maybe families are struggling more than ever. Explain the urgency with warmth, compassion, and honesty. Track record. Even if you're a new group, you have a track record. Talk about your volunteers, your lived experience, your previous informal work, your partnerships, your community trust. Awards for All wants to know you can deliver, so show them you've already been doing the work. In detail, here's what charities need to know before they apply for Awards for All. Before you apply for Awards for All funding, there are a few important things you need to understand, and I'm going to walk you through all of them clearly so you don't get stuck or rejected. Let's begin with the good news. Through Awards for All, you can apply for up to £20,000 to deliver a community project. This can fund a brand new activity, an existing activity you want to continue, or support your organization to adapt to new or future challenges. But before you apply, the funder needs to fully understand your project and the difference it will make to your community. What your project should aim to do. Awards for All will fund projects that do at least one of these 4 things. Bring people together to build strong relationships. Improve places and spaces that matter to communities. Help people reach their potential by supporting them early. Support people and organizations facing cost of living pressures. As you prepare your application, ask yourself, which of these does our project address? Where will the difference be felt? Your project must involve your community. This part is crucial. Awards for All will only support projects that are shaped by the people they aim to help. Funders want to see community voice, community design, community involvement. Why? Because the people closest to the problem always understand the solution best. When we say community, that could mean people living in the same neighborhood, or people who share the same experience, culture, or background. How to understand what your community needs. You don't need a complicated consultation. Simple is good. You can run a short survey, hold a small group discussion, call people to ask what support they need, speak with local organizations and community leaders, or host a quick community event to gather ideas. Use what people tell you. This becomes your evidence of need, which is essential. Involving people in running the project. Help run sessions? Join your board or steering group. Co-design activities with you. Awards for All loves projects that build community leadership. Bank requirements you must meet. This is where many groups get stuck, the bank account. You need a bank statement from the last 3 months, and it must show your organization's legal name, the address the statements go to, the bank's name and logo, the bank's address, your account number and sort code, the date range the statement covers. If your statement is missing any of these details, your application may be delayed or rejected. If your account is new, you can send a welcome letter instead as long as it shows the date it was opened and all account details. Alternatively, they will accept a transaction listing dated within the last 3 months if it includes all the required information. Furthermore, Awards for All requires details for 2 different people in your organization. They will ask for names, home addresses, dates of birth, and email addresses. These 2 people must both live in the UK, not be related, not live together, not be in a long-term partnership, and must have separate email addresses. One is the main contact. The other is the person legally responsible for the grant. Your organization's accounts. Voice. You will also need to tell them your financial year-end date and your most recent annual income. If you're a new organization, less than 15 months old, don't worry, you can still apply. Just be honest about where you are as an organization. Safeguarding. Voice. If your project involves children, young people, or vulnerable adults, you must have a safeguarding policy in place. This policy needs to explain how you will keep people safe, who is responsible, what training staff or volunteers have. If you're funded, you must follow the National Lottery's safeguarding expectations. So before you hit to submit, make sure you have a project shaped by your community, clear evidence of need, outcomes that show real change, a valid bank account with the right documents, 2 different UK-based contact people, safeguarding in place, clarity on your organization's income and accounts. If all of this is ready, your application will be much stronger. If you'd like help reviewing your application, improving your outcomes, or strengthening your evidence of need, I'm here to support you. Email grantmaven03@gmail.com. Website the growth. Subscribe to stay updated with